Bucks showed a lot of improvement from our first outing against Georgia Tech. And the reason I want to play this game, this team is really well coached. Coach Boone does a heck of a job with that team, the way they grind out each possession, make you play, long periods of defense, really set good screens, slip off of it. Schmidt is a heck of a player. I thought we did a great job with our team defense on him. Obviously, they know how to play, but 38.9% is a good number for us to hold them to. Offensively, we're still playing too fast. We're so young, we don't understand pace yet, and the pace we have to play at, and how that will improve our defense when we don't have good shots. I thought that the second half, the first 10 minutes of the second half, I think we held them like 11 points. Maybe actually the first 11 minutes of the second half, they scored like 9 or 11 points during that 11-minute period. And I thought our defense was really good. I thought we had a better pace offensively. We obviously, the minutes, no one played more than 25 minutes, which was good for us today. You saw that IJ got up-chucking there at the end of the first half, and it was great to have him be able to come back in the second half, play, and not have any issues. I'm trying to see what he mentioned. He only played 18, he played 17. We got to get more minutes out of him than that, but he will. You look at our turnovers, 16 is probably a few too many. We forced some turnovers. The one kid had 7, Schmidt, so that was really good help. I thought Tyson did a good job in the second half defensively. And he was 1 for 6, and I don't worry about that at all. I'm not worried about Tyson Carter making shots. I'm worried about defensively, being able to defend at the high major level. I thought Eli had an excellent second half defensively and offensively. I thought Lamar, he had 4 steals. He creates a lot of havoc with his quickness and his athleticism defensively. Eric had a double-double. Obviously, that's great. Q manufactures, points out there, and had 7 offensive rebounds, which is terrific. So overall, it's a good step, but now it's on. Now it's real. No more exhibition or scrimmage. Questions?
Any concern with Schneider 11 minutes and fouls out?
And, yeah, I'm concerned that you got to figure out, and we've been telling this the whole time, they're calling this. This is a point of emphasis this year. When you come down and post up, you have to show your arms. So you have to learn to use your behind, your gluteus to seal with. You can't use your hands. You can't wrap. 3 of his 5 fouls were boom, like this. And he's got to have his hands up and use his lower body. And he'll learn. He's a bright kid. But yeah, that was disappointing because he needs to play more than 11 minutes.
Mario, Jim called him a nightmare matchup, a matchup nightmare. What did you think about him playing the 4 and producing inside and outside?
Yeah, I think that he's got to have a better percentage of threes to his overall shot attempts. But, he's obviously very talented. He can shoot the tree, as you've seen. And, we've got to get more sets and stuff for him. But he is a matchup nightmare because he's a 3 playing the 4, and not many 4 can match up with him. Moving forward, he's going to be in a great advantage that way all year long. His key is going to be, can he defend and rebound? And I'm most pleased about his 7 defensive rebounds. That was terrific for us.
Needing him at the 4 like you do this year in the front court, is that kind of going to be a thin line to make sure he doesn't get too comfortable beyond the perimeter, or is some games just going to be an advantage for him there?
What do you mean, too comfortable beyond?
Taking
too many threes.
Too many threes.
No, you know what? I think eventually, as we see, offensively, we're in the infancy stages. We have so much more to do in terms of putting sets and learning how to play, learning how to, pass the ball 4 times before we shoot, unless we have a good shot. But as we learn that, as the ball becomes more, he's going to be able to penetrate and drive for me. This team today, they make you shoot jump shots because they're so significant. They want you to shoot jump shots. And we took 18, over half our shots in the first half for 3. Second half we did a better job. And looking at our 3s attempted in the second half, only 2 for 10. First half we took 18 of them. And we'll shoot the ball better than that from 3. We were 28%. We're still getting in better condition, game condition. both teams we played, they have grinded it out and made us play long defensive possession. So we got to understand, okay, that's how it's going to be. Teams are going to be patient, and so you can't feed that by coming down and taking quick shots if they're not good shots. And that's what we made 2 threes in the first half. I was going, oh, and they went in. But it's all a learning process, and it's learning for freshmen. And these guys, by and large, we're playing. I mean, one of the youngest teams in the country in terms of our personnel.
Eric looked a lot more comfortable tonight than he did last year. Double-double. What did you see out of him?
4 blocks.
Yeah.
He's a kid that knows how to play. It has a great feel. Remember last year he was injured. He wasn't even healthy coming in here. He had that knee issue. Best thing ever happened to him was getting that surgery. The worst thing that happened to us is I had to take him off his redshirt year. I wish he was I wish we had another freshman. That'd be a good problem to have. And I really didn't want to bring Eric. I would put him in the starting lineup, but I have to because he's one of our best 4 players. Because our rotation's kind of screwy the way we're doing it. I'm hoping eventually I can start Schneider and bring Eric off the bench to get in our rotation, so that it's a better rotation. And hopefully we get Zay back by January, and it adds another really good player who can play some front court, 3, 4 forwards. But that's a ways off.
So he looks a lot more comfortable around the basket too, offensively and defensively. Is that something you've worked on?
Yeah, I'm pleased about his rebounding, and his conditioning's improved. I mean, I'm really happy for Eric because he's worked very hard.
When you look out there on the court, you have 5 freshmen out there. Who are you looking to lead that unit?
Well, I don't know which fight was it Lamar at the point?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for our point guard. I mean, you want your point guard to be your leader out there. So that's the guy that naturally, because he has the ball. And I thought he was really very solid tonight. And he got a little cute at the end there when we got a 20-point lead. I'm like, hey, we're playing it the right way. Doesn't matter what the score is. But what I was really excited about with Lamar was his defense. I mean, he caused a lot of havoc. He is, athletic, quick, strong. So all those things really played in his favor. And we had IJ and him together in there for a minute, and you'll see some of that this year. I mean, this is an advantage for us, in a lot of respects, ball handling wise, defensively. We have those fight, and we're waiting for Zay. And again, Zay, we're hoping that he'll be able to start practicing with us by December 1st for an hour, and then go. But he hasn't played in 14 months, so I don't expect him to. It's going to take him, February before he's, finally back to where he was, if that. But we're being very patient, very conservative.
You got a new boss today, John Cohen. I guess what are your thoughts on his?
We're really excited about it. I think it was a great hire by Dr. Keenum. And historically, it's been really good for this university to have someone who is come from within, who does know Mississippi State, its traditions, its history. And he went to school here. He's coached here. He's been in multiple SEC jobs. He has a great feel for our league and what it takes, having been at Florida, having been at Kentucky, having been here. He's at multiple places within our conference. Obviously, he's very bright, very intelligent. Except maybe for the $250,000 pay cut, I think it's a really good move for him. I joke with him about that. I mean, like, he's walking away from $250,000 a year, God bless him. And I think what it shows him, though, shows us all how much he loves Mississippi State. I mean, he wants to give back to his university. I think it's such a plus for us when you have the president of the university and our athletic director that are Bulldogs. It's not a job for him, it's a passion. And, Cohen displays that in everything that he does. So we're really, really, I think, blessed to have John as our leader.
What's it like having a coach, another coach be the AD?
And I love that so much because that's how it was back, years ago, and it's kind of gone away from that. But he understands all the things that a coach goes through, having done it himself and grinded it out for, 30 years or 28 years of coaching. So I'm really pleased about that. I think it's great. I love it.
Okay, thank you.